Hello and welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to make a creamy butternut squash mac and cheese. So if your family loves mac and cheese, but you want to make it a little bit healthier, this is a perfect one to try. It's from Sally's Baking Addiction. I've already cooked the butternut squash with some fresh garlic, some milk, and chicken broth. I cooked it on top of the stove and then I transferred it to the blender. However, I think I could have done all of that in the blender because we have a cooking feature. I just didn't think of it. Do you ever do that? So I've already pureed the squash with all of the liquid that it cooked in, and then we're going to add a couple of more things. So you know, when you're making mac and cheese, oftentimes it has all sorts of fattening things in it, right? So this has some healthy swaps. The butternut squash is certainly a healthy swap, and I've got some Greek yogurt. So I'm going to add that to the blender. If your family is willing to try something new, give this a try. It's perfect for your holiday gatherings. I know a lot of families love to have a tray of mac and cheese. I've just got salt and pepper here. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of nutmeg. You can certainly skip that if you want to. Just a pinch, you know, just a little bit. Just add that in there. It really tastes nice with butternut squash soup, or it's not soup, it's the sauce. So when you are pureeing something hot in a blender, something you want to do is use the lowest speed first. Otherwise, the pressure from the heat could, shoot out of the top. So I'm going to use the custom blend. Press the button in, and it's on the 1 setting. So let's let it just combine that yogurt. It's only going to take a few seconds. There we go. And then we're going to mix it all up in a bowl here. Turn the dial to increase the speed. And that's it. So our butternut squash was a small one. So you need about 1.25 pounds to 1.5 pounds. And your sauce is going to look very thin. So that's okay because it's going to absorb into the pasta to finish it cooking. And the other thing that you're going to love about your deluxe cooking blender is that it's got a self-clean cycle. So I'm just going to put it on heated wash, and it's going to get all of that done very quickly. We'll add some cheese, and I'm using sharp cheddar and medium cheddar. So you'll see it's got 2 different colors. I'm just using what I had. So depending on your favorite cheeses, you can use Gruyere if you want to. I love cheddar in this, and so you can see it's combining really nicely. Your cheese will start to melt, but it's okay if it doesn't melt entirely. So this particular bowl is the largest of our stainless mixing bowl set. These get used in my kitchen just about every day. And this one here is a 24 cup, which is the largest. And then this next one down is 16 cup and then 8 cup. 24, 12. I'm getting my numbers mixed up. I think it's 16 cup and then 8 cup. So we're gonna go ahead and add all the pasta, and I did a box, so a full pound of shells, and then at the end of cook time, I added some chopped up kale. Now you can skip that if you want to, and I like to have it because it provides some nice color, it provides nutrition, and you know what? In something like this, it doesn't really have any flavor, so it's very mild. But if you think that's going to be the part that's off-putting for your family, the first time you make this, don't use the kale. And then the second time, add the kale in because then they'll be sold. Now look how creamy that is. It's got a beautiful texture. It's going to be perfect. You really could eat it right now if you wanted to, but I'm going to bake it because mac and cheese that's baked I think is amazing. So I'm going to bake it in the Brilliance nonstick 9x13. These are great because they come with lids. So if you want to prepare this ahead, you can. Just pop the lid on and then put it in the fridge. They are not oven safe though. So for this recipe, I am going to add some foil to the pan to cover it up. And the reason you do that is because you don't want to lose all of the moisture in your pasta, which would dry it all out. So we're just going to dump it all in there. Doesn't that look amazing? We've never been huge mac and cheese eaters here, but we do enjoy it as a side. So I don't know, is it a main dish at your house or is it a side dish? I know it depends on families. I know my sister would make this a main dish with modifications, of course, but She loves mac and cheese. Okay, there we go. If you want to, you can add some breadcrumbs over the top or a little more cheese. I'm just gonna call it good. Add a piece of foil. It's gonna go in the oven at 375 and it's gonna be ready to eat. So I hope you'll give this a try. I'll post the recipe in the comments. Let me know what you think about this smart swap using butternut squash and Greek yogurt in your mac and cheese. Take care.